Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be testing out a bunch of brand new makeup. I have a couple of new things from Rare Beauty as well as some stuff from R.E.M Beauty. So I know that I'm super late when it comes to R.E.M Beauty. I originally meant to upload like whenever everybody was uploading their reviews. I think it was like a month or so ago. I actually filmed a review and like a first impressions, but I just did not like the video at all. So I ended up just scrapping it. And then at that point I was like, nobody cares about my review because there's already like a million reviews online already. But a couple of you guys have been asking if I was going to review the products. And so I double checked and confirmed on Instagram if you guys would still be interested in this, and a lot of you guys said yes. So I ended up getting a couple things that I wasn't able to get my hands on the first time that I placed an order, and we're gonna test them all out today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it and test out some new makeup. So I just primed the lids with the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. This is like my all-time favorite. I love this. And now I'm gonna do a cut crease. So I'm basically gonna recreate the same look that Ariana Grande had on when she first announced her brand. And I'm gonna be using the Baby Doll eyeshadow palette. Looks really pretty. I love the warm tones in here. I also did pick up the Midnight Snack eyeshadow palette. So I ended up getting this when I first made an order, like when they first launched, and I tried this out once and I have to say, like, this is not bad. When I did use it, I wasn't blown away. Like, it wasn't like anything life-changing, but these shadows were really easy to work with and they blended really nicely. So I'm going to start with the matte cream shade and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. And I'm really going to pack this on because this is like the main color in this look. She has like a really light lid. I'm gonna use like a fluffier brush so I can kind of like pack on the color a little bit better. This shade isn't super pigmented. Like I said, I feel like when you first go in with the colors, like based on when I did use that other palette, the shades, like you have to kind of build them up to get them to be more pigmented. Then I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush. This one is from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna use this mid-tone brown right here. And with this, I'm gonna start kind of mapping out the crease. So I'm basically following along a tutorial that R.E.M Beauty actually just uploaded on their YouTube channel. I'm a little bit nervous because this is a little bit different than how I like do my cut creases and stuff, but it's okay. We're gonna just go with it. So we got that little wing there. And by the way, this pencil brush is the e.l.f. eyeliner brush. Ooh, okay, I'm doing it. My hands are literally sweating right now because I don't want to mess this up. Then I'm going to use a pencil brush. This one is also from e.l.f. It is the smudge brush. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that same color and I'm just going to kind of emphasize that a little bit more. I'm gonna go into the brown right here. I'm just gonna add that in where I just applied that previous shade. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna just go back into the pencil brush with that brown color instead and just go over this right in here. Okay, then I'm going to use a flat, kind of fluffier brush. This one is from the Weekend Vibes kit from BH Cosmetics. It's the number 6 brush. And with a little bit of this color right here, I'm going to take that and just start kind of blending this a little bit upwards just to diffuse this out a little bit more. So I'm kind of like looking back and taking my brush and just focusing it right in, like above the crease slightly, just to blend this out and diffuse it a little bit more. I'm also going to dip into a little bit of that shade right here. Okay, so not exact, not perfect, but I still really like this look. I think it's really, really cute. And we're done with the eyeshadow. So now I'm gonna do liner and mascara, and I'm gonna use, again, the same one from R.E.M Beauty. This one is the eyeliner marker in Midnight Black. Again, used this once, and I have to say I do like how pointy the little applicator is because it makes it really easy to just kind of get in there and be super precise. And I'm gonna do a pretty thin line, and I'm just gonna follow along with this shape right here. And I'm just going to keep it pretty much most of the wing on the outer corner. So this is good. I also wanted to mention last time I did pick up the R.E.M Beauty Kohl eyeliner pencil, also in Midnight Black. I accidentally sharpened it and I ruined it. but I was able to test it out before I sharpened it, luckily. So this is a really pigmented eyeliner, like when you swatch it, but when you actually apply it on your waterline, there is barely any color payoff. So this I don't like, unfortunately. I wanted to love it because I love a good eye kohl, but this one is just not it. You have to keep going over your waterline a bunch of times to get some pigment. So let's curl the lashes and do some mascara. And I'm gonna use the lengthening mascara, again, also from R.E.M Beauty. I did try this out once. This is what the wand looks like. It's kind of one of those like rubberized wands. Now that I look at this, actually, the wand kind of reminds me of the new one. Wait, this is like, okay, I think I just found a dupe. So the new Lash Beats Defining Mascara from e.l.f. has like the same wand as this one from R.E.M Beauty. Like almost identical. That's crazy. And I've actually really been loving the one from e.l.f., but let me use the one from R.E.M Beauty again today because I haven't used it since the first time that I tested out these products. Okay, so it's showing up on the lashes. Definitely adds like volume and some thickness. I'm going to use the e.l.f. one on the other side so we can kind of see a little comparison because the wand is like almost identical. Okay, first impressions, the e.l.f. one is definitely much more natural. I feel like with the one from R.E.M Beauty, you get a little bit more kind of thickness and volume, whereas I feel like with the e.l.f. one, it's much more natural and it kind of just separates your lashes a little bit more. I think I like the formula of the e.l.f. one just a little bit more because it's a little bit less clumpy. Okay, now for lashes, I'm going to use these also from R.E.M Beauty. So she dropped 2 different styles. I did pick both of them up. I just don't have the packaging for these, but I'll insert a picture of them right here. I also did get the Eternally Meowing lashes. I have not tried these, but I'm going to use these because they're a little bit more dramatic. These aren't like my absolute favorite, but they're definitely like a really pretty lash. For foundation today, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. I just did a first impressions review and 2-day wear test on this, so check it out if you have not seen that already. But I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the Milani SPF BFF primer. This is just kind of like a moisturizer for me right now because I feel like I need a little extra hydration. I'm just going to buff this in. I did 1 pump. And 1 pump pretty much covers your entire face. This foundation, when you first apply it, it looks so good. So I only used that primer today because I just really wanted to use it kind of like as a moisturizer right now. But one of you guys actually told me in my last video where I tested out this foundation that this actually wears better without a primer, which I feel like is really interesting because when I did use it, I used 2 different primers and I felt like it wore pretty nicely for the most part. It just kind of faded around my nose and my mouth throughout the day after a few hours. But I do feel like the foundation is beautiful. It's a pricey one, you know? It's $44, so she's expensive. Okay, so it's looking good. It's looking smooth and definitely like really glowy today. Complexion is good. Now I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty concealer, and this one I have in the shade 200C. This is another favorite concealer. I love this. So now for blush, I have 2 new liquid blushes from Rare Beauty. These are the Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blushes. I have this one in the shade Believe, and then we have the shade Encourage. There's also a newer shade called Hope. I already tested out like one of the minis because I bought like a set during the Sephora sale that they had recently, but Hope is like a really pretty kind of just everyday mauve-y pink. I love this color. It's stunning. And if you have not tried these, what are you doing? These are like the best liquid blushes. So now we're gonna try out the other 2 colors. So let's start with Encourage. I'm going to do one on one side, one on the other. This is cute. This is like a mauve rose. Doing 1 dot, and even that is like a lot. That's a really cute shade. I love it. And let's go in with the shade Believe on the other side. Oh, this is nice. It's a little bit deeper, as you can see, but they both have like that mauve undertone. I feel like this would look stunning if you have a deeper complexion or even like a tanner complexion. So I'm gonna do about that much. So this color is really, really nice. I love both of the shades. The biggest difference, as you saw, is just one is a little bit deeper, but like the undertones are very, very similar. Now I'm really excited about this. We're gonna test out the new Rare Beauty Loose Powder. Just kidding. Wait, I almost forgot about cream bronzer. I have the Warm Wishes bronzer sticks here from Rare Beauty. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Good thing I remembered before I set the makeup. We're gonna test these out. I normally go in with cream bronzer first, but it's all right. We're gonna go with it and just roll with the punches. So I have the shade Power Boost and Happy Soul. So I'm gonna swatch both of the shades so we can kind of compare. So this is the first color, Power Boost. And you can see it's very like orangey, warm. And then the color Happy Soul, I'll swatch it right next to it. Wow, these are really creamy. So still very orangey, it's just a little bit deeper. So I think I'm gonna go in with Happy Soul. So how I like to apply products like this is usually I'll just take my brush and dip directly into the product like this and then apply it to my skin. But I'm gonna try that on one side and then try just applying it directly onto my skin on the other, just because I know everybody does their makeup differently. So let's try it out both ways. Okay, blended in pretty easily. Let's try the other side now. Okay, yeah, I like it like this way better versus applying it directly to the skin. I feel like you get better like color payoff, and then I just feel like it looks a little bit better and it blends easier that way as well. Now we can go in with the Always an Optimist powder. This one I have in the shade Light. So this one has a little bit of like a pinky kind of undertone, which I normally don't ever use powders like that, but I'm hoping that this will work. This packaging though, love it. So I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna dip directly in here and set the under eyes. Oh, it's very bright. Okay, it's like soft, blends really easily. This feels super like finely milled, like just really light, doesn't feel powdery. Wow, this looks really soft, but like really natural. Like it doesn't even really look like I set my makeup, but like I did. Like it looks like so natural. Then I'm gonna go in with some LYS bronzer. This one is the No Limits bronzer in the shade Motivate, which is the lightest shade. Okay, and I'm gonna add a little bit more blush over top because I am feeling it and I don't wanna lose that color. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some highlighter, and I'm really excited because I didn't get a chance to purchase these the first time around when I did try R.E.M. Beauty, so this is my first time trying this out. And I picked up two shades because I've actually heard really good things about this highlighter. So I got the color Miss Mercury and Miss Saturn. So I think I'm gonna use one of the lighter colors, Miss Saturn. So this is what it looks like, really pretty. Oh, it feels soft to the touch. It's like a light, kind of like bronzy gold. Oh, that's cute. Wow, it's actually more intense than I thought it was gonna be on my skin. I'm just gonna blend it out with my foundation brush a little bit. Oh, by the way, I have to go over my liner because it got a little powdery on that side. Okay, that's cute. Let's open up the other shade, which is Miss Mercury. Oh, this is actually the lighter shade. I was going off of like the top, like the box, and the other one looked lighter, but this is actually the lighter color. So I'm gonna try this shade on the other side. Oh yeah, this is lighter. I actually think I like this color more, just because I feel like this one is like, it's a little bit too light, I think, for me, on me personally, but I feel like this could work for an inner corner highlight, or if you are like very fair, I think you would like this shade. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna take Miss Mercury and I'm gonna apply that in the inner corners, because I really do like that shade for the inner corners, but not for the face. For me, I think it's just a little bit too light, but it adds a nice little pop. I don't know if I should do nude or black liner. Maybe nude, just to really open everything up, because I'm not really gonna do anything for the lower lashes, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna leave them bare and just do lower lash mascara. So I'm just gonna use the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in Silky Nude. Then I'm gonna do some lower lash mascara, and I'm gonna use the one from R.E.M. Okay, let's talk about the lip products. So I tried one of the lipsticks last month, and I have to say this is a really nice formula. It kind of reminds me of the new Milani lipsticks. Like they have like that soft velvety matte finish and touch. They smell really good though. They smell like vanilla cupcakes. And then I also picked up the Plumping Lip Gloss. For me, this is a little bit too plumping. It definitely burned and stung my lips, and they were really red afterwards. So I'm not a fan of this personally. And I did also try this Plumping Lip Gloss. I feel like this one is definitely not as intense as the clear one for some reason, but I actually like this because the color is beautiful and it's like a really comfortable, pretty lip gloss. Like the tint and everything is perfection. So I'll show you guys that in a minute, but I'm gonna try the lipstick out on camera for you guys. So I picked up the shade Roller Skates. I'll just go in with this just so you can see the color with no lip liner. So this is Roller Skates. It's like a light everyday pink Very pretty, very comfortable, super creamy and pigmented as you can see, but very similar to the Milani lipsticks. So this is a cute shade. I also picked up the color Tiramisu. I haven't tried this shade yet. Let me swatch it. Ooh, this is Tiramisu. So just to show you guys the texture of them, it's very similar to Milani for sure. Let's do a little swatch. It's like a brown, but like, I don't know, it's different. I like it. I'm gonna use that shade Tiramisu, but I'm gonna apply the Plumping Lip Gloss right here, and this one I have in the shade VCR, and I'm gonna apply this just so you guys can see this shade. So this is the color. This I really like. It's very minty. I feel like it's one of those like plumping glosses that like makes your breath smell like minty fresh. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the shade Tiramisu in the lipstick, and then I'm gonna top it off with some of this because I like the glossy touch and finish that it gives to the lips. Okay, I just had to wipe that off and redo it because I felt like it was looking really messy, so I just put foundation over my lips. And I'm gonna go in with some lip liner first because I do feel like with the lipsticks it's a must, at least with the darker shade that I used. So I'm gonna use the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Cold Brew. Much better. Okay, now I like the color more with a lip liner for sure. Lip liner makes such a difference. I feel like this color though, it's like, you have to kind of build it up. Like it's not super opaque. I'm gonna add a little bit of that plumping gloss over top. And I'm gonna set the makeup with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So we made it to the end of the video, so it's time for some quick speed reviews. So let's talk about R.E.M Beauty. So I feel like overall the products performed well, like they did what they had to do, but I'm not really like obsessing over anything where I feel like you absolutely need to go out and buy this product. Like I don't really feel that way about the products. I do like the products, but I'm not like in love with the products. Like the lipsticks were nice, but they're $19, and I feel like you can get a lot of colors and very similar formulas at the drugstore. Honestly, like the new Milani lipsticks remind me so much of these. The highlighters are really pretty. I did really enjoy the shade Miss Saturn. And same with the gloss. I feel like this is really cute. I actually really like the Plumping Lip Gloss, but it's like $17, so I'm like, I can live without it. You know, like I'm not obsessing over it. If we're talking high-end glosses, I love the Fenty Gloss Bomb still to this day. Those are like, I think worth a splurge, but like with this, I'm not crazy about it. And then same with the eyeshadow palettes. I feel like this was nice, but you can totally get similar colors and quality at a much cheaper price point. So I feel like I liked everything, like I said, but I'm not in love with the products enough to like go out, repurchase them, and recommend them like 1000% to you guys. So those are kind of my thoughts. I don't think it's bad, and this is obviously no shade, so please do not come for me, or please do not hate me. This is just my opinion. But as far as like the new products that I did test out from R.E.M Beauty, I really like them. I love this loose powder. I feel like this was really soft and natural and very smooth and seamless on the skin. I really enjoyed this. Can't wait to keep using it. Literally doesn't feel like you have any powder on when you apply it. So I love this. These liquid blushes, you guys already know, they're fabulous. And if you're into mauve tones, I think you would really love these shades. And then the bronzer sticks I think are really nice, very easy to blend. But if I'm being honest, I was surprised that they didn't launch more shades, considering how amazing their shade range is with their concealer and foundation. I believe there's like 5 or 6 shades in these. It's a great formula. I was just kind of hoping that they had a couple more different colors to choose from, but hopefully maybe they will add more in the near future. But this is a really nice formula. It was easy to blend. For me, I preferred the application just with my brush and applying it directly to my skin versus applying the stick directly and then blending it that way. Overall, I like the makeup look. I don't think any of the products were completely horrible. Like as far as R.E.M Beauty, like I said, I think the products performed well, but I'm not like falling off my chair, like obsessing over the products to the point where I feel like you guys need these products. You know what I mean? You get me. So let me know what you guys think. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have been looking into any of these new products, and if you've tried any of these, let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.